Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Batman, my favorite character.
Come on,
all to do with the doctor.
It's 100. I had to. All right, kids, welcome back to, that's right, not only to just another We Are the Knights, the Batman podcast.
100th episode.
The 100th episode. The 100th episode of Suck It, Ray. Oh, no.
Podcast filled on purely spite.
I am Phil, and yes, I have not only, like I was saying offline, both the Manhunters here, Lilith Hellfire.
What's up, guys?
And Justin the Owl.
Ready for a hooting good time.
Oh, yes. A hootie good time.
Who? That's right, kids. It's the 100th episode, and this will drop on October 31st, so we're going to scare you. Maybe.
I just want to do the title. A Serious House on Serious Earth.
No, it's a long title, because you know I love long titles with Hellfire. Batman, Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth.
But how serious is it?
Why so serious? Yeah.
And it's Grant Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
So, lots of, Freudian slips, shall we say?
A few references to pedophilia.
Yeesh.
Lots of references to lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should we jump into this? Because I hadn't read this in several years, and I was like, maybe my opinion of this has changed. And
no, babes, no.
It's been like 10 years for me, and I was like, oh, wow.
It's been at least that long for me, maybe more. And I'm just like, no,
woohoo!
All right, so and I see, like, I have the 15th anniversary edition because I was trying to read this on the app.
Oh,
some of that text I could not read on the app.
Yeah, it's not formatted properly. Big surprise.
Well, no, what?
I was
going to say, no, we'll get into it, but I just think the font, I don't know if it's the font or, just like when the Joker speaks, you get like that red print, and it's not in a word bubble. They just like slap it on the art, and it just...
And sometimes it goes from one panel to the next, so you get like a piece of the script on one panel, and then, what's the rest of this?
Interns can't do it all, okay, guys?
I mean, the print version...
Like 2 interns, and they got so much on their plate. Cut them a break here, guys.
They're already doing overtime as it is.
The print version's not that better. It's like...
Yeah, and you've got the huge one, too.
Well, I got the 15th...
extra large...
I got the 15th... Thank you. I got the 15th anniversary edition. Yeah, it's got like the script and stuff in the back, and... Yeah.
So you should be able to read it on those giant pages, but it's still a challenge.
Yeah, some of the text is still a challenge to read, yeah.
It's still a challenge.
Maybe it's my old...
It could be worse. The dialogue could be by Bendis.
Oh!
And we wouldn't get any art at all.
Bendis.
No, you can't say...
babes, I think that's called a novel, not a graphic novel.
Oh, jeez. No, Bendis isn't too wordy. It's just, repeating dialogue. It's like, wait.
To fill out the page.
What
I know. I used to do it in high school. I know.
The same talking heads.
You make the font a little bit bigger, and then you just repeat the question in a longer way. Yeah, I was on to that. Maybe even in middle school.
It's an OCD thing. You have to fill up the whole page.
And George Washington said, why did he say that? I don't know. What did he say? I don't know. What did he say?
That damn cherry tree. We're off the rails, and I love it.
Speaking of off the rails, hello, new father, Noel Tate. Look at that bald biscuit.
Hey,
thank you. Oh, you mean Justin? Okay.
I think his is intentional.
He didn't say balding. Okay.
Oh wait, we should have had him on the bald man's panel yesterday. We had Rob. We had
a Lil, yeah. Well,
that
and we were one ambush bug reference away from having Charlie as well. I'm pretty sure.
Lilith, you made Justin suffer enough through Charlie Esser when you took your vacation, okay?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Leapfrog, anyone?
Oh!
Oh, no.
And hey, I told you, Justin is your best friend, Lilith Hellfire. He enjoys picking up the slack of what you don't want to pick up. I mean, you're gonna.
I know he's doing the Lord's work, honestly, and we appreciate
a lot of the
I just want to say officially, welcome aboard, sir. Have fun on your last Monday of the month with Phil.
In our project in 2023, yeah, all the 90s stuff Lilith doesn't want to do. Justin relishes, yes.
You're going to love it, Lilith.
That's on the other feed. I don't care about the other feed.
She's like, I'm staking my planting my flag on Sidekicks. Salty and Petty is here. All right, so should we? Let's get to this masterpiece. All right.
Shout out to Dave McKean. Like, just up in the chat for him. He probably had all these great ideas. He's like, I got to work around all this damn dialogue.
It's just like, this am I gonna have to cut out?
It's just like floating in the air. The dialogue. It's not again. There's not even like word bubbles. They just like slap words on the pictures and stuff.
Wherever there's room.
It was 1989. What do you want from that?
Experimental.
They didn't have the technology.
It's 1989. They're like, it's Batman. We can put out whatever
we
want.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We can't.
And
fail.
Sadly, 30 years later.
They're down the. Yeah, it's like, it's Batman. That'll sell. All right. So Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious Earth, November 1989. Writer Grant Morrison. Penciler, inker, colorist Dave McKean, and letterer Gaspar Saladino, and editors Karen Berger and Art Young.
Who was the editor?
There was two. It was Karen Berger and Art Young.
I feel like those are pseudonyms. I don't trust it now.
I know. I was waiting for a Kelly Puckett.
Yeah, I was just going to say one of them is Kelly Puckett. I'll bet my pension on that.
Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna make
the name with the last name like Puckett. You use that name, damn it.
It's too good not to use.
That's gonna be the name Lilith travels under in December when she comes up here.
Traveling pseudonym.
Back in the 1920s, Amadeus Arkham, and if you name your kid that, you know it's going to be trouble.
Amadeus. Okay, this is where Grant was like, you know what? I just need a little inspiration. Let me just get a dab of the ayahuasca. What should the ancestors' name be? It was the 80s though, and that movie was big. Amadeus.
Yeah,
yes, perfect.
Hadn't that movie just come out? That movie Amadeus, I think.
But was ayahuasca big then? I just imagine it's
always been.
Oh, really?
It's one of those when you're a creative, if you know things, and I feel like Grant Morrison has always been in the know when it comes to those kind of things. But that's just my personal perception of the man. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think so.
I thought maybe he was just putting extra mushrooms on his pizza, if you know what I mean.
Well,
mushrooms won't give you this bad of a trip.
I could always imagine him taking an acid tab right to the eyeball. Like, let's mainline this sucker.
It's just one of those like sweat lodges, but it's all like medical marijuana smoke.
Whatever happened to poor Tom Housley?
Lilith is like, leave me out of this.
No, it was 1984, so
smoked a doobie.
I wasn't even born yet. But by the time I was born, it was on HBO all the time.
Well,
things in common, cannabis and comics and other things starts with C.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Well, the PG version, champagne.
Yes,
caviar.
Yeah, caviar. Cookies.
Yeah, Edens are all about those cookies. All right, Amadeus Arkham witnessed his mother's descent into madness, and as an adult, he became the architect and first administrator of Arkham Asylum, a mental institution dedicated to help the criminally insane and prevent them from being taken into the regular penal system. Shut up, Lilith. What, penal system? Arkham renovated the family manor into the asylum following his subsequent inheritance of the property after his mother committed suicide.
Committed suicide.
Well,
Just
yeah.
to get away from him.
Well, everyone. That's the official story on everyone in Gotham. They committed suicide.
Yeah. She was nagging him. Stop dragging your feet, Amadeus.
We say it's like throw mama from the train. Speaking of the 80s. In the present, on the best day ever, April 1st, Commissioner Gordon informs Batman that the patients of Arkham Asylum have taken over the building and will murder the staff unless Batman agrees to meet with them. So a typical Friday night.
Yeah, business as usual in Gotham.
Oh my! We got all of Justin's fan.
Talking about me?
We got all of Justin's fan club here tonight.
Oh my! It's Russell. Hey, Russell.
Who is that irresistible creature with an insatiable lust for Namor? Yeah, that could
He's
be.
not talking about you,
That could be either one of you. Yes, true.
That's true. Who do you mean, Russell?
Yes, Russell.
Your Mountain Dew bestie or the other guy? Come on, Russell.
Insanity fueled by Mountain Dew.
No, I invented that, you dick.
Well, he's younger than me, so no, I invented that. Actually, I'll take that.
Yes, he says.
Over a year ago, you dick.
So, I don't know what these guys are doing in the asylum.
Teach me how to urinate.
Well, at least this Arkham has a bathroom. So Charlie can be rest assured that it has a bathroom.
Only one, but it works.
Exactly. You don't want to share a bathroom with the Joker. Come on.
No.
Talk about your poison gas.
I was going to say squirting flowers,
Oh no, we don't do number 3 in a public in a shared bathroom. That's bad. Even the Joker wouldn't do that.
Oh please, Oh please, Two-Face takes too long in the bathroom. He's pranking him. Come on.
Oh, definitely. Get out of there.
What you doing in there, Harvard? Number 2?
Squeaking a Harvey.
See, I told you, Lilith. You're perfect villain. No one will miss you at the end of the month. It's going to be business as usual.
Okay, but just really quick, the funniest thing to me, right, is the guy named, Charles Cavendish, because that's a type of banana, that guy's bananas.
Oh, yeah.
I am 1,000% sure that was intentional. I'm 1,000% sure. But, you have to be real smart to read Grant Morrison to get all the Easter eggs. I'm going to go out on a limb. I say Grant Morrison loves Rick and Morty.
Probably right.
Oh, my.
Sorry, carry on, Phil. But I had to let you guys know that.
So what? You say there's a bunch of dirty hidden references like you? Well, with you, they're not hidden, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't believe in innuendo. No.
Among the hostages are a young woman named Pearl who works in the kitchens, the current administrator, Dr. Cavendish, and Dr. Ruth Adams, a therapist. Oh, he has Dr. Ruth.
Some would say they're a babe.
The patients are led. The patients are led by Black Mask and Joker, who kill a guard to spur Batman to obey his wishes. Two-Face, meanwhile, has degenerated even further in the madness as a result of Adam's well-intentioned therapy. She replaced his trademark coin with a six-sided die, and then with a tarot deck of cards, rendering him incapable of making simple decisions such as going to the bathroom.
Hold it till you explode like you're in a public school K-12, baby.
Sure, that asylum was smelling like roses even before that, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, between it being built on an Indian burial ground, a Native American burial ground, and other things, as various canons go.
Oh, there's so many things.
A sewer,
Oh, there's so many things going on in Gotham. Remember when we were talking Scarface, Justin? It's like, that puppet was made from the wood from the gallows where they hung convicted murderers. That whole town is on an Indian burial ground or something.
Yeah, it's one big good Poltergeist movie sequel waiting to happen.
The whole city.
It's all haunted.
Yeah.
Even the unincorporated outskirts. Yeah, all of it.
Yep. They just got to nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I mean, No Man's Land, we tried. It didn't stick.
Everyone was content to let it go.
Wait, are we sure Gotham's not in Florida at this point? I don't know. First I thought it was Detroit, then it was New Jersey. Now I'm starting to think it's Florida.
It's all of them and more.
Yes. To quote Russell, yes.
This island Gotham.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro.
Welcome to Gotham, kids.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that.
Oh, Russell's gone. I was going to say, Russell, you still there?
Suck it, Russell.
Oh.
He's like, I didn't do anything.
Batman is forced into a game of hide and seek, or at least that's what the Joker calls it, and told he has...
Hide the baloney? What?
Wow! Well, he was slapping what's-her-face with his baloney and Mask of the Phantasm, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I was like...
It's not above him. It's not above
Talk
him.
about innuendo. I'm like, oh my God.
They put that in movie theaters for children. Oh, no wonder I'm so deranged. As a peak 90s millennial baby. It all makes sense now.
You're like, oh, it's 94. Nobody's going to notice.
Oh my God. I know. Seek, and told he has 1 hour to make his way through the maze like corridors and find a way out before his old foes are sent to find him. Batman fights his way through Arkham in his own subconscious, as usual, fighting some of his most dreaded enemies until he reaches a secret room high in the towers of the asylum, a room left unchanged from the days when the property served as Amadeus Arkham's childhood home.
Hey, do you think we got Dr. Destiny? Because they were like, no, Grant Morrison, you may not have Dr. Fate. We don't trust you with him.
Yeah.
I think that's the ayahuasca. I think that's the ayahuasca picking Dr. Destiny.
Yeah. In a wheelchair. What was that about? Him trucking around in a wheelchair. I don't remember. I guess I missed that.
His powers will increase tenfold if we keep him high all the time.
I've tested that theory, and I'm here to say no.
Lil solved all the world's ills, but now then she ate some stuff and can't remember any of it.
Exactly.
There goes the cure for cancer.
Inside,
it's out there. Just petition your local pharmacy company.
Smoked a doobie.
Inside, Dr. Cavendish is dressed... Oh, God. Dr. Cavendish is dressed in a bridal gown and holding a straight razor to Dr. Adams' throat. He is revealed to have been the one to orchestrate the riot.
You don't say. I mean, we always said that the inmates, the patients were the doctors anyway. Like, we all knew that anyway.
And again, this is a precursor to Harley Quinn, too, so it's...
Everything's a precursor to Harley Quinn.
He is, when questioned by Batman, he prompts him to read a passage marked out in Amadeus Arkham's secret diary. The hidden room turns out to have been Elizabeth Arkham's bedchamber. For many years, she suffered delusions that she was being tormented by a supernatural creature and would call her son to protect her. However, Amadeus had suppressed a memory when one day he finally saw the monster that tormented her. A great bat! Get it?
Did it come crashing through the window, or... Because it doesn't count if it doesn't come crashing through the window. I'm just saying.
Yes, mother, I shall become a psychiatrist.
And worst of all, I'll never take anyone's insurance. That's the real fun.
Oh!
That's a true villain right there.
I was going to say, super villain is born, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the American healthcare system.
Scream at!
Yes, Amadeus, saw the monster, tormentor, a specter of death. Subconsciously, he had chosen to block the truth of the events, but in the diary, it is clearly explained how he used a pearl-handled straight razor from his pocket to cut his mother's throat and free her from her suffering.
I mean, they did live in Gotham, to be fair, so...
And
she was really eating the only way out. The rent's so cheap, you're never going to leave.
And like Justin said, she was eating bugs.
She's eating bugs. I mean, eventually she was going to get some type of disease.
He then plucked out the memory and attributed her death to suicide. That's like those suicides. It's like, yeah, she killed herself. She stabbed herself like 50 times. In the back.
Oh, I was going to make a political joke. I was like, Clintons must be behind that one.
Oh!
This is your daily reminder. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh my god.
Conspiracy theorists. It's all satire and parody.
Well, hold on. Wait a sec. Oh.
Unless you want us to become a true crime podcast.
Hey, I told you, Salty and Petty. We can do whatever you want. Well, wait a second. Okay, now you can mock powerful members of the U.S. government. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got to get yourself a nice little fancy picture so when somebody says something controversial, you can come to me.
Yeah, Justin, cut your camera whenever she says something that could get us, like, whacked in the back of the head. Yeah.
Oh, my NSA agent knows I'm kidding. It's the FBI agent you got to watch out for.
That's right.
It's like Lilith has a hot take. Ban the chip.
Not another one.
What is this, a day that ends in Y? Years later, his wife and daughter were murdered by one of his former patients, a serial killer named Martin Mad Dog Hawkins.
What is this, a Spider-Man villain? That feels like a Spider-Man
Mad Dog.
The tragedy brings back the memory of killing his mother, and a traumatized Amadeus puts on his mother's wedding dress and takes out the pearl-handled razor. So now we're going full Norman Bates.
Again, everybody has mommy issues.
It's Gotham.
Mommy and daddy.
I was gonna say, Batman has both. So, kneeling in the blood of his family, he vows to bind the evil spirit of the Bat, which he believes inhabits the house, through ritual and sorcery. He continues his mission even after he is incarcerated in the asylum himself. He scratches the words of the binding spell into the walls and floor of his cell with his fingernails until the day he dies. Discovering Amadeus Arkham's journals, the razor, and the dress, Cavendish begins to believe himself to be the one destined to continue Arkham's work. On April 1st, the best day of the year, the date Arkham's family was murdered, he lures Batman to the asylum. Believing Batman to be the Bat itself, Cavendish accuses him of feeding the evil of the house by bringing it more insane souls. Grappling with Batman, Cavendish drops the razor and Adams picks it up. Reactive instinctively, she slashes it across Cavendish's throat, killing him. Batman returns Two-Face's coin back from Dr. Adams, stating that it should be up to Two-Face to decide his fate. Two-Face then declares that if the coin lands scratched side up, they kill Batman. Otherwise, they let him go. Two-Face flips the coin and declares Batman free. Batman leaves the asylum and the inmates peacefully...
Joke's on you. It was a double-sided coin.
Return to their cells, except for Two-Face, who looks at the moon and is revealed that the coin landed scratched side up. So Two-Face lied.
Oh, does he have a thing for him too? I never really got those vibes. I know they were allegedly friends, but
yeah,
it's not like the Joker or Gordon.
Yeah.
Like I just those vibes aren't there.
Maybe he likes him. He likes the man's work. He has two faces. Come
on. Nice.
And once
I think Harvey respected Batman to a certain degree. Yeah.
Well, in some of the
the Law and Order side of him, I suppose.
Yeah, in some stories, yeah, him, Gordon, and Dent all work together. Yeah.
Right.
But again, we
don't know what continuity that is because we don't have continuity
That's true.
in DC.
It all matters.
Yeah.
Everything happens.
Yeah, what was going on then? Who knows? Nobody knew.
But we get the old trope again of, when the inmates are like, take off his mask, and Joker's like, shut up, that is his real face.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
Don't take it off, it'll ruin it.
Well, that's what let Mr. Bruce tell it, yeah. Yeah, the cowl never comes off, even during sex. Even during coitus, the cowl stays on.
Well, we know
it's getting so sweaty under there.
It's the mask stays on and the whips come out.
That's right.
Like, what possessed him to put Maxie Zeus in this story, by the way? Like, it's enough going on. It's enough going on. We don't need Maxie.
Yeah, Maxie Zeus and no Killer Moth? Come on.
Exactly.
We were robbed
This guy
here.
gets us, Phil.
Oh, he's on a mission. He's on a holy mission to get more Killer Moth, however he can.
Absolutely. I want to do a Killer Moth podcast one of these days.
Oh my god!
Talk about niching down.
Go over all the chronological appearances of Killer Moth from beginning.
Is
to
that like
current.
about the amount of Quasar?
How
Or
dare
less?
you? How dare you?
I think it's like 50
I'm
or 60
asking for
appearances.
science.
Well, you figure there's
It's
probably.
like 50 or 60 appearances.
I was gonna say Silver Age. There's probably a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say if nowhere else. I'm assuming that's gonna show up one day on Tomes of Evil.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Proud member of the
The
collection.
Killer Moth Chronicles.
The Killer Moth Chronicles. We'll at least do a spotlight on him at some point.
Proud
Do
member.
you think Grant Morrison gets money from the Arkham Asylum games? Because they basically, this is the plot.
I don't know.
I don't know how that works, but I mean, if he doesn't, they at least should send him an ayahuasca gift bag every now and then, right? they've been milking that franchise for all it's worth.
I'm looking to see. Yeah, they don't
I
mention
haven't
it.
played that game in so long, so I don't know if there's like credits in there somewhere for him, but I don't remember.
Oh, this was Grant Morrison's first Batman story. So.
Oh yeah, they played him like a fiddle. He don't get nothing for that. They're like,
He
just be happy it's a Batman book.
That's right. He didn't sign any contracts back then.
Well, I mean, I don't even think they were thinking about that back then.
No,
You know?
yeah.
Like, oh God. I mean, if we had a Batman game, what was on? Like those Tiger Electronics?
Yeah, the little handheld ones.
Yeah.
That ate up the batteries in like 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Okay, you really want to go on a drug trip here? No. There's a bunch of annotations I know, like in that trade I have, but it says in one of them, it notably states that Morrison considers the story a symbolic dream inside Batman's mind, making it its actual events of dubious canonicity. So it might be just be
So
an
he was
acid.
just writing
It might be.
to-
It might. So it might have been Grant Morrison on an ayahuasca trip, writing Batman on a mushroom trip.
Who is he? Daredevil? Excuse me?
Wow.
Well, no, that's my headcanon is that, when Inferno was going on and he's up there in the north, upstate New York, it's just one long mushroom trip. None of that really happened. Because, he meets Mephisto out of nowhere. Like, come on, bro. You're wandering around in those woods, you saw some mushrooms growing on a tree, and you ate them, didn't you, bud? Tell the truth.
Okay. Oh yes.
So he possibly dreamed the whole thing. That's interesting.
But
That's his worst nightmare, probably, though.
But they do mention, I think, what is it, like that first arc or something of Shadow of the Bat? When it's in Arkham, don't they say it's like, oh yeah, they reference.
Well, they've escaped many times too, though.
Yeah, but
so
they do reference the Amadeus Mozart, I believe, because Jeremiah Arkham's like, oh yeah, my relative was insane, but I'm not.
Yeah, that was the last Arkham, right? It was like I think a 5-part one. That one was really good, and yeah, they did mention the crazy Amadeus in that. So
I figure everybody named Amadeus was crazy. Like, I think that's just a curse on the name.
yeah,
Maybe,
definitely.
possibly.
Yeah. You knew a lot of resentful dads that hated their kids were like, I'm going to name him Amadeus.
Or worse, Osmandius. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
No, see, you don't understand. Like, I grew up in California, so I know a lot of guys named Oz. They're like, that's their actual name because their moms were so damn pretentious and crunchy.
Oh God, you just gave Ray a clue to your real name. Yes, Ray. Lil's real name is Moonbeam. Okay.
The truth comes out at last.
I did have my fair share of alfalfa and Brussels sprouts. Yeah, alfalfa sprouts are actually really good on salad, but I have not eaten one since I was, I think, 13. I just out of spite.
I'm telling you, one of these Salty and Petty episodes, we're just going to have to go through your life, because just the more I hear, the more it just stuns me. Like, kids, she was a cheerleader, okay? Yes, a cheerleader. Cheer! No, I said, no, for Ray, we should, like, me and Lil should throw out 50 possible names Lilith's real name will be in one of those 50. So it's like,
Yes.
Ray, you've heard the real name, but you don't know because there's like it's mixed in there with like
That's right,
49
yeah.
others.
And give him a couple of guesses to get it right.
I remember when I did that one episode, he just kept throwing them out. It was the best. That was the best.
That was very funny, Elizabeth.
It's Susan. Get it right.
No, Eve Heavenwater, remember?
Eve Heavenwater.
I still don't think he's listened to that episode.
Oh my god.
I love
That was a good
one.
episode, man.
What, he didn't
So
want
good.
he didn't want to hear on how his Earth 3 counterpart has the biggest Batman podcast on planet Earth?
No, so I told Phil, like, every Batman movie from, like, here till the day we're dead, we're just going to set up an iPad. And, like, we invited Ray, but he decided not to come.
Just an empty screen. The Batman. Oh, we should have did that for the Batman.
But, like, this story is kind of, like, I don't know.
Like
I can't put my finger on it. It's not nightmare fuel per se.
Like I said, I don't enjoy it, but I think I would enjoy the story more if, like, one, like I said, that text, I just hate the text, how they did the text. And, like, I don't mind the painted style, but it's just, like...
There's only one painted style that I enjoy.
I like
and it's Alex Ross. Like, let's just be real.
I like a
well,
more...
no, that's not
yeah.
true. Arthur Saddam, but that's more gore. Which, you know what? He would actually been perfect for this.
But
no disrespect to Dean or anything,
No.
but, like, for that particular style with, like, the gruesome, it just lacks just a touch. It could have used a touch more elegance.
I was thinking J.H. Williams III, too, would have been
Oh, that's a good one, too.
good for this, too. Because he does a fair amount of painted stuff, too, I think.
Because this kind of reminds me of that what was that Killer Croc miniseries from the last year or so, Lilith, and the art reminds me of that.
Which was good, but the art kind of
so it's not
when you open it, it might have turned it off.
Yeah, it's not just the
Who did
artist.
the art in that one.
Oh, I forgot. What was the name of that?
Is it the one from 2018? Are you thinking
Oh, I didn't...
Killer Croc Evolution or more recent?
No, it was more recent. I remember it was the one where they were hinting around that he was like, I don't know, his mother was like an alien or something. That's why he.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
no.
that one.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't
Yeah,
like that.
I can't think right now, but yeah.
Alien. No.
And wasn't Croc like asexual or something? It was like,
Well,
nature finds a way.
if this podcast ain't proof of that.
You know what? Leave Jerry Conway alone because he created Killer Croc. Leave him alone.
Hey man, we love friend of the show, Jerry Conway. All right?
We do.
This is Jerry Conway, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I really haven't been saying a lot. The murder of Gwen Stacy since we talked to him.
Look, listen, he had the balls to do it and pull
Oh,
it
yeah.
off. Kudos to him. He changed
Absolutely.
comics forever.
Yeah.
He killed a blonde. He did it.
Whoa.
And he got away with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking through these notes. Oh, the depiction of Maxie Zeus with electrical powers, supposedly a side effect of constant electroshock therapy, has not been referenced in other stories.
Constantly.
That's almost as bad as Electro's origin. It's like who's been zapped so much, he just could throw it. Yeah. That sounds like a Gotham Rogue origin.
Classic.
I feel like it was a wasted opportunity with Dr. Destiny.
Yeah.
I feel like with that art style, with that artwork, like Dr. Destiny's powers over Batman could have been amazing to behold. But
yeah, I mean,
he's just tooling around in a wheelchair and falls over. It's stupid.
I mean, if you really wanted to torture Batman, like with mind games and stuff, oh yeah, Dr. Destiny would he could have plugged so much fear in the Batman and
weird pages that would have come out of that confrontation. It would have been great.
I don't know. I mean, I know we want to do background on Arkham, I guess, but it's like maybe that
was way too much.
Yeah, there was too much Amadeus Arkham. I mean, we could have got more, Joker terrorizing Batman with Dr. Destiny.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to see that personally.
Because really, after this story, it's like, what are we doing? What have we done with Amadeus? It's like, Jeremiah Arkham's just like, oh yeah, my ancestor was so crazy. It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was it Reptilian?
Yes, I believe so.
the
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one is... I kind of liked it, but yeah, kind of...
Yeah, you could see a glimmer of like some good in it, but yeah, like again, I didn't like the art and like some of the ideas, like Croc's like comes from an alien, It's just like, oh,
and like the nerve for them to call it Batman Reptilian. Like, be for real. Like,
which alien race is he supposed to be descended from?
I don't think they even called it out.
Well, it's Ennis.
Oh, Garth Ennis, yeah. And
Liam Sharp did the art.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Liam Sharp, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The covers were spectacular, though, I will say.
They're real, and they were spectacular.
This kind of strikes me odd that they, this is the first project for Grant Morrison on,
Yeah, on Batman? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. What a weird one for him to start with, but I suppose that tracks, right?
Then he really went nuts in the 2000s. It's like, I'm gonna make every Batman story ever canon.
Batman Incorporated.
Well, yes, of course. That's my favorite thing ever, but doesn't make up for the missteps.
Damien.
I mean, I prefer his other... I don't really prefer his Batman work. He does great character work on other characters. I feel like Batman's was just like a stepping stone. Like, I don't think that's where his passion really lied. So...
I guess he lost me with that whole Zurinar stuff with I think it was the Final Crisis with the time-displaced Batman.
It was right before that. Yeah, it was like Batman R.I.P. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Chip Zdarsky's bringing that back.
Oh, no.
Somebody liked it. Chip, I don't know. He's trying everything. He's trying to think of everything. He's like, what would the fanboys like? Let me think.
Well, again, too, that you're selling more figures, too.
Oh, touche. I need that freaking habit fueled anymore.
Well, speaking of Batman Incorporated, they kind of missed an opportunity there, too, to do a whole bunch of action figures from that whole line.
And it was selling really... Listen, the fact that Batman Incorporated got canceled out of nowhere for no reason when it was a really top-selling book befuddles me. It befuddles me every single day.
What, the first volume or the second volume?
Both, actually.
Well, the first one, I think, is because they were switching to New 52.
Yeah, that definitely was, which was you kept everything else going anyway. So
they canceled so much good stuff for that damn New 52. I mean, that Red Robin series by Fabian was good. Hell, Power Girl was good. Booster Gold.
Yeah. We lost a lot to New 52, and I'll forever be bitter.
Mm-hmm. And JSA too.
Yeah,
that was
always going to be on the way out anyway because they were trying to. Now they realize that Justice League brand is so bad that we have to do JSA. So shout out to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that for sure. Yeah, JSA, they definitely weren't really feeling it. The ideas that were being pitched, and they're like, let's focus on the Justice League again, and that's kind of what happened with that. We don't want to be really reminded of the Golden Age. I was like, you mean when you were actually good? That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Silver Age too. Silver Age is my favorite DC era ever, but a lot of missteps there too. But I can forgive them.
Oh yeah.
This doesn't even feel like an 80s book, though. I don't know.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Well, it's
to be honest with you, I thought it was 90s.
It's on that teetering.
It's close. It's November 89, so yeah. So it's
it felt like 92 or 93 to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hadn't read this until was it the 90s or early 2000s, so.
Yeah, 2000s for me for sure. It's when I stumbled into all these trades in my uncle's attic.
What did you guys think? Do you remember what you guys thought after you read it for the first time? Were you like, "Ooh, I
said this guy's a hack."
Oh,
I did. No. It's like I'll never read anything by him again. What a waste of butter, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
The concept's right here. How do you fumble the bag so bad, sir?
Oh, what a waste of butter.
And then, when the game came out, I think it's honestly when I was like, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Yeah, we're so close.
It's in his prison purse.
It's definitely in Joker's prison purse, for sure.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, the story... I don't think I had a real problem with it, but I couldn't even focus on the story because just the art and, I was saying, the text and stuff. I couldn't get past that. So once I finally forced myself to get through this, I had to for this reread, I was just like, yeah, no, this is good. I mean, this basically went in my collection, and like I said, it's been years since I've even thought about this thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild because I love his Doom Patrol, right?
Yeah,
and I love his Phantom Stranger, and then I also love his Animal Man, right? So like,
Animal Man was great,
great. And I was like, that's the same guy, no freaking way.
Yeah. And even his Batman.
When I stumbled across Animal Man, it was like, wait a minute, what is going on here?
Yeah, I love that one.
JLA.
Oh yeah, obviously. We talk about that all the time. We talked about that kind of probably ad nauseum.
We're talking about it more. Yeah, again, it's just, I don't know.
His Teen Titans stuff is good too. A lot of his indie stuff, like The Whip, really great.
Do you think since this was his first Batman story, could there have been like editorial?
I don't think there was any editorial oversight at all. I think they just let him go.
Yeah, I was surprised there were 2 editors on this because it didn't feel.
It does not feel like anybody stepped in at any point in time.
Right.
Yeah, but it's 89 too. I wonder if they're like, oh, you have to include the Joker and.
Well, of course, obviously the movie, all that, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So maybe we would have just got it like a lesser tier rogues gallery, like I'm sorry, Justin, Killer Moth, and
Yeah, nobody like unfortunately ever thinks about or Firefly really for that fact. Like when Gotham used Firefly and when Arrow used a really bad version of Firefly.
Oh. Yeah. Ew.
Then Gotham, I was like, okay, redeeming. I was just like, okay, maybe we don't need to use Firefly unless somebody actually knows what the hell they're talking about.
Oh my god, that's what we need to do for an episode, Lilith. Just we'll cover an old episode of Arrow, and you and Justin can just sit there watching a meld.
Arrowverse,
yes. We'll watch him work out.
Watching a meld do the salmon ladder.
No. First of all, season 1 and season 2, absolutely flawless. I love those 2 seasons. Anything after season 2, roast central.
Yeah.
But you two just watch him do the salmon ladder.
Oh yeah, I could watch that all the time.
Wilf, is that you?
You know my favorite episodes are before Felicity shows up. So.
Oh man, don't get me started on Felicity. Oh, I could go on.
Love
for
Emily
days
Bett,
about
really
Felicity.
do, but that character.
Oh. I can't remember what season it was of that show when I lost my mind. They were off traveling together. They had finally
that's the end
fallen
of
in
season
love.
3. They ride off into the sunset.
They were off riding off into the sunset, having sex every night, living this wonderful life, traveling, eating caviar, drinking champagne, and then Felicity's like, I'm bored.
And she was still helping them. Yes.
I'm bored. I want to go back and help them because they're having a hard time. Those 3 are having a hard time protecting the city, and I want to go back and do something.
You
and
mean
he's
blow
like,
up a whole other city? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and Oliver's like, really? Really, Felicity? Really? Yeah, that was when I checked out. I was like, oh, madam.
That's when the whole fandom checked out. I honestly don't know who was still watching at that point.
Him and his souffle.
They'll drag me kicking and screaming to the 8th season. I'm telling you.
I was only watching for the arms at that point. I was only watching for the arms. That's all.
I guess him and his souffle weren't enough for her.
Sad whistle. He should have made her the chili.
Oh yes, very comic accurate.
So pissed we never got that for the holiday episodes. I'm like, oh, it's right there, guys.
Chili.
Should have fed it to her when she was in the wheelchair. It's like not like she could go.
Oh. You're still talking.
Give her a bucket.
Exactly.
Saying, here you go,
mad at her.
Exactly. You're on your own now, sweetie.
That would have definitely got her to get up and walk away quicker.
Feedback.
Oh, okay, yes. Put that on the list, please, Phil. We have to roast an episode of Arrow.
Yes. Let's do that.
Salty and Penny.
Are you guys listening to any of Talkville with Tom and Michael?
Smallville podcast? Nah.
You guys don't love Smallville like I do. It's fine. It's fine.
I haven't had time, man.
I think they just literally killed all the Smallville freaking podcasts, by the way. I was like, that's really rude, honestly. It's like, of course we're not going to listen to you. You guys were there. You're giving us juicy tidbits.
If only I had someone who was on anywhere affiliated with Smallville on my team.
I mean, it was only technically 2 seasons, but the best seasons, but still. Like the stuff that happened before, like season 1 through 3, like the Whitney drama. Oh, there'd be a fly on the wall. You don't even know. Oh, that's the stuff I really want to know. And I swear, I'm gonna find the interns that worked on like seasons 1 through 3. I need to know. I need to know. Whitney was done dirty as hell. So shipped off to war and then killed. Yeah. Yeah. Still a little bitter about that love triangle.
Pulled a Flash Thompson, but he never came back.
Anywho, what are you guys reading Batman wise that you like right now? Pitch me, because I kind of checked out.
Are you reading any current Batman, Justin?
Not new stuff. I dug out one of my favorites for. Hold on, let me see if I can find it in my bookcase.
Ooh, he's got a bookcase. Mr. Educated over here. Me, I just got a Funko Pop case.
This one.
Oh.
Castle of the Bat?
Castle of the Bat, yeah.
I don't know if I've read that.
It's an Elseworlds one.
Those are the best ones as far as I'm concerned.
I love it. It's kind of like Frankenstein meets Batman.
Oh, what's the... I was looking at one. I was almost put on the schedule maybe for next Halloween. What is it? Batman the Doom that came to Gotham, or there's like Batman and the Monster Men, and there's like a few.
Oh, the Monster Men, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Hugo Strange and like making monsters and stuff. Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
Is that Harris on Castle of the Bat? I think I'm vaguely familiar with that book.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never
Harris
read it.
and Bohampton. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like I said, we got to get to some more Elseworlds and stuff. Like I'm trying to remember. I think
Those
I might have...
They've always been my favorites. I said, especially post, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I think
I love all this Elseworlds stuff.
I think I have for next year on the schedule, I think I have at least, what is that? In Darkest Night, where he gets the Green Lantern ring.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad they did it before the emotional spectrum, because he totally should have got Violet. But that's none of my business.
Or Red.
Red, yeah.
No, because he needs to learn. He actually does need to learn compassion. Like,
yeah.
I really feel like he does lack that in modern era Batman, which is why I would go with Violet.
I think around.
Well, honestly, let's be all honest. It's the yellow ring. He's basically one step below Sinestro.
I think
if you had a ring.
I think in one of those Green Lantern books, like one did come to him and he's like, "Get the hell out of here!" It was like, Bruce Wayne, you can inspire great fear. Between Hal Jordan decking him and him decking Hal Jordan.
Well, they both had it coming. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
I, of course, love Jon Stewart.
I, of course, love Kyle Rayner.
I, of course, love Alan Scott.
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
Alan Scott love in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wood, Jerry. Wood.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we share. He and I share a common weakness.
Oh, what?
I wouldn't call it a weakness.
You two and Lilith, man.
Power of the penis.
We have a drop for everything.
We do.
Oh, Lilith, are you still reading Catwoman?
Of course.
Yeah, Teeny Howard's
I
doing
think
good
that's
work on it.
one of the consistent books. So good.
Yeah, Teeny Howard.
It started a little slow, but it got really good really fast.
Basically, like
I want to catch up on that.
Yeah, basically Catwoman taking on like the mobs and like even like Black
We're
Mask.
getting back to street level. We're getting back to basics, baby.
Those are the best Catwoman stories when she fights.
And she's away from Bruce. Like Bruce makes everybody terrible. He made Dick terrible. He made Damian terrible. He made Tim.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they get away from him, everybody's story opens up. It's just like, babes, it's you.
And it's best when she's not dealing with a bunch of Batman villains all the time. Scarecrow and Two-Face and Joker. It's best when she's fighting mob guys, big gangster bosses, like nasty.
Like, why don't her and Huntress team up more often?
And we did.
You would think they would have some crossover.
And a couple months ago, we did get that Catwoman Harley Quinn road trip.
Yeah. I love when the Gotham Sirens get together. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like they do overshadow her a little bit.
Yeah.
Has she showed up in anything recently, Huntress?
She pops up here and there from time to time. I know she was in Detective Comics within the last year or so, but
they just have.
I was always hoping
Huntress.
that they would give her like a run on Detective Comics for a while.
Yes,
like
backup.
Like they did with Batwoman. I would always hope that they would do something like that for her, but they still haven't done it yet. Damn it.
They should. I mean, they're always looking for to do backups into some of those Batman books so they can charge extra money. So yeah, do it.
Or just take over the main title, like when Batwoman was the lead for a while. I thought that was great.
Yeah, she did that in the was that Detective? Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I will admit too that I did kind of pick up the most recent issue of I Am Batman, which was number 14.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's going. I want to support John Ridley because all this other stuff is really good. This is just pure editorial interference. Now we got another. Come on, man! It's not what it's not what I signed up for a Bat book for. Let's be honest. No more clams. I only want sausage. You're welcome, Phil. Do you need a cleaner drop?
Forget me. I think you two need to do this once a month. Jeez.
Justin loves cock-a-doodle-doo corner.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Remember, we're doing an episode of Salty and Petty on that. Episode 5.
My favorite biscuit.
Why are we passing that mantle though? And I Am Batman. Why do we need that?
And again, it's why did we use one of Lucius Fox's sons who showed up basically once in the 70s? It's Luke Fox had been here. He's been doing the work. He had been Batwing for how long? But it's
Batwing.
And we didn't give it to him. We gave it to a brother who showed up once.
Spoilers, it's not him.
Yeah, no.
It's some rando.
Honestly,
it should have been Duke. If we're all being honest, it should have been Duke. We have so many black people to choose from, ironically. We had to go ahead and make a new character, sure.
What is Batwing doing these days?
Nothing. Lusting after Barbara.
Not really.
Lusting after Barbara Gordon.
Well, he was in that Harley Quinn arc. He's really not doing it much, yeah.
Which is ironic because that TV show was on at the time.
Yeah.
DC, get it together. I will say... No spoilers for Black Adam except for this phrase. I feel like this is the company motto. A very bad plan is better than no plan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say to life from death or something.
No. They said it so much that I was like, oh, that's an inside joke for sure.
Oh, Lilith, Batman, we got another One Bad Day. This the Penguin one this time.
I know, I saw it.
Did you read it?
I'm not impressed. I'm not, come on, why are we doing One Bad Day as the thing now? Come on, grow up. Grow up.
It's once a month through March.
Grow up. We're over it.
What did you see? That's another John Ridley.
Yeah, I know. It's we're gonna give the Joker a little bit of time off. Not if you keep gonna use his catchphrases, trying to trick people. Ooh, must be a Joker story. Why else would they call it One Bad Day?
Oh yeah, we won't use the Joker every month. We'll just use all his other stuff.
That's as bad as the damn Flashpoint universe at this point. I'm over it.
Yeah, we're not gonna use the Joker once a month. We're gonna use him twice a month.
Here's a squirty flower in your face, kids. You're welcome. Feels like marking down the time.
Oh no, you know what we need to do, especially for our patrons like Justin here? Send me a list of drops you want Lilith Hellfire to say. She will be here at the end of the year. I could get her on this microphone.
But the trick is it's $1 in the cash.
Pay to play.
Just call this the champagne room.
I love that idea.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Ray will be sending us his paycheck.
All that, have a whole paragraph of stuff.
All that money with animals on it and stuff. And I was gonna say, just kidding, Ray, but this is Batman. He ain't gonna hear this.
The fearsome drop bear appears.
Oh my, yeah, it's Batman. He won't listen to this.
He's not gonna hear this.
I swear he creeps though. Every now and then
he does. He says he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what are they saying about me this week?
Are they?
I know they're playing that drop at me. I know they are.
Are they disparaging the good name of Moon Knight?
Never. The only thing I ever say is, Mitch, explain yourself.
Oh, speaking of people, characters pandering off of other characters. Speaking of Batman Incorporated, Lilith, did you read issue 1 of the new one?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think? There was no Batman in it. It's
I know.
Ghostmaker.
We talked about this last time, didn't we?
Did
yeah.
we?
I said, yeah, Ghostmaker, he's a Trojan horse. There's got to be something else. He's going to get killed off in or not killed off, but whisked away somewhere. And by the 4th issue, it can't be Ghostmaker in a Batman Incorporated book. It just can't.
But basically he's in a white suit, so he looks like Moon Knight.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't Ghostmaker DC's Moon Knight?
Oh!
No, we actually have what? We actually have a Night Moon.
Oh, that's right, Night Moon. Okay, yeah.
Right?
Or was it Moonwing? Or that was...
It was something ridiculous.
You're talking about the amalgam one? Yeah.
Amalgam, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was like Moon Knight and Nightwing combined, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, DC.
So anything else, kids?
No.
Oh, I had one of my Batman mini posters framed. I wanted to show you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
From,
Robin 3.
Yeah, Robin 3.
Yeah.
So Mike Zeck.
Nice.
Zach always reminds me of Deep Space Nine, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Negus. Deep Space Nine or nothing, baby. Well, that's not true. Strange New Worlds. That is my favorite new Star Trek so far. So
I gotta start watching that. But I love Deep Space Nine. That's my jam.
But yeah, Strange New Worlds is good. Anson Maldon is 5 pounds of hair.
And 6 pounds of chin.
Whoa! Whoa!
I said chin.
I know.
He's got that strong, classic, angular, 60s hero jaw. He does.
Yo, Jack, like he's Jay Leno or something. All right, so if you've been hiding under a rock and you haven't heard, it's very apropos that Justin is here because going forward from now until we get sick of this, yes, Justin will be joining me the last week of every month right here to discuss. Well, first we're going to finish up Nightfall where Lilith quit on it, and then we'll get to the Azrael ongoing series from the 90s.
Oh, from the 90s? Okay, let me know when you guys get to the new stuff because I'm kind of digging the new Azrael stuff. Once a month, it'll be a while. It'll be a while. I know that's the point.
Lilith's like he'll forget by then, and then 5 years from now, when I'm like, Lilith, we're into the new stuff, and she's like, son of a bitch, thought you forget.
That was 5 years ago.
Oh, Phil is king of petty. I know he never forgets. It's like a steel trap of pettiness.
The funny thing is, I'll forget that when it gets closer to the time, I'll be like, oh yeah, did she say that
He'll
2 years ago?
He'll be re-listening to it casually. Oh yeah.
That's
time to torture Lilith.
Oh no, for the 90s series, I know Russell said he'd probably join us. So
yes, yeah, Russell will join us.
Once we get to that, he'll probably have Russell on, and then yes, when we get to the new stuff, yeah, we'll hit
a true sausage fest. Okay.
Where's the Joker nuggets? Wild like an animal.
Gotta rub that one in.
And remember the classics, kids. This is free. Remember Ray's theme song?
Oh, yes.
Well, one of his.
Sausage Man. Sausage Man.
Because remember, Ray loves sausage.
It's wienering time.
Oh, but next episode, yes, Lilith and I are going to have another special guest. Yes, we're going to be joined by Cliff Chiang to discuss, because the last issue of Catwoman Lonely City will be out, so we're going to discuss that. Well, no, wasn't it supposed to be out August or something?
No, it really was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Oh.
And I've got the trade. Of course, I have all the individual floppies, but I ordered the trade pre-ordered, and I'm just looking at every time. I'm like, still, really? No, nothing. Okay.
I know. I had to remember. I was like, when is this coming out? I'm like, oh, we're supposed to talk to this guy. We said we would.
So I gotta clean up my act. So you'll see Professional Love next episode. Hope you enjoy it.
Don't get used to it,
Don't
kids.
Make it a habit. I love my dick jokes.
That's what pays my bills, kids. Lilith Hellfire's filthy mouth.
Somebody give me some Orbit's gum immediately. You only get that joke if you're a 90s kid. You lit liquor.
Whoa!
Best commercial ever, by the way.
Yes. Oh, put that on the list, Phil. Best
What?
90s commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Phil has like a long, 5,000 ideas for my ADHD brain.
It's at least 69. So we're on brand.
Oh, yeah, on brand always.
Lilith Hellfire coming to you from her new studio at 420 69th Street.
I swear, if I could find a house that was for 420 on 69th Street, I would do it. I would do it.
You just need to build a house on its own street. You can name it whatever you want. All right, and so Lilith and I will be doing that next time, and then at the end of next month, Justin and I will be talking Batman 500. I know that's where Lilith and I left off, but we'll be doing Batman 500 and Justice League Task Force 5 and 6.
Ooh.
Night Quest begins.
Bruce goes looking for Dr. Plot Resolver. Remember, Lilith?
Oh, I know.
Dr. Plot Resolver PhD.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep. All of a sudden, I'm mutant powers. You got a bad back? All right.
She's like, no, lower.
Whoa! I get that.
You did pay my student loans, with a Wayne Foundation grant, so.
Is this a Batman comic or Lilith Hellfire's hard drive?
That's why everybody loves Daddy Biden right now. I'm just saying.
Coming to you live from Lilith Hellfire's hard drive. All right.
We'll get canceled over that. So you don't want to do that.
No. All right. So I hope this was a satisfying episode 100 for you kids.
Quick, get your cigarettes out. Smoke with me.
Oh my god. All right, kids. So send your thoughts for our interview with Cliff Chiang, for Nightfall, for everything coming up, or just thoughts for my Manhunters. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find We Are the Night, the there we go, Batman podcast.
We'll work on it, Justin.
That sounded pretty good. For unrehearsed, that was pretty good. On Facebook, on Twitter, join the Batman Facebook fan group. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's completely free. You can see me and Justin. Lilith is hiding in her soul there.
Undisclosed location in the Mexican desert.
An inky blackness. An inky blackness, aka her soul. So smash that.
Oh, that would be this.
Oh.
Gotta watch YouTube, kids.
The way you
visual gag.
The way you shun the light, you probably are sitting in a room that's that dark too. So smash that subscribe button so you don't miss anything we do.
Smash it
On YouTube. And of course, most importantly, the Patreon.
Gimme.
Paying for this out of our own pocket, every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And again, we've had Justin. You're gonna have to join us for one of those one day because we have had requests for you and Chichester on the same episode, just for the voices going back and forth.
I got
for the ASMR. They better pay extra.
Exactly. Paying double for that, kids. So yes,
I would love that.
The monthly Chichester chats, and of course, because Lilith Hellfire loves my pain and thrives on it, superhero movie brackets. We're almost to the end. Pretty
Will
soon.
Phil make it?
Meteor
I don't
Man.
know. The last one's a doozy.
That's right. Spawn versus Meteor Man.
Meteor Man.
I think we're gonna have to do that next weekend, Love Hellfire. And then in November, we're gonna crown a winner from our 3 finalists.
A wiener. It's wienering time.
And then what did you say, Lilith? They tell them they can join our Patreon, and you can vote on what you want us to do on Patreon in 2023.
What you want to torture us with for 2023? Yeah. Save us, guys. You're our only hope. Our other 3 patrons are sadists.
Oh. Yes, I was about to say, join our Patreon elite with Ray Russell and Justin right there. Yeah,
That's right. Join me in the Patreon elite.
And of course, you can always either buy merch, Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch, or like Lil says, there's Cash App links right in the show notes, so you can just rain random money on us. So find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And I was going to say special guest Justin, but Justin, you're part of the team now. I mean, you've been initiated by Lilith Hellfire. So, Justin, what other shows can people find you on?
Well, my lovely pal Russell and I also co-host Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is. Where
the strongest Hulk podcast. Please get
That's
that right.
Because she says Hulk can beat Superman. I mean, Superman can beat Hulk.
No, you're banned! You're banned! I'm going to kick you now.
He's gone. I meant Superman could beat Hulk. You know I
There
meant.
you go. Be a part of the bimbo elite.
Oh! Oh my God.
Yeah, we talk about everything Hulk related and She-Hulk related as well. And in addition to that, we have Tomes of Evil, which is currently on a hiatus right now. So in replacement of Tomes of Evil, we have Hobgoblin Historia, where we're chronicling the Hobgoblin's appearances from
You're
the
welcome
very
for the
beginning.
inspiration, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Gobble,
Lil.
gobble.
And Stakes and Staples, our newest show, which is all about vampires in comics. We're covering Tomb of Dracula as well as some other vampire comics from other publishers, and that's going to be super fun.
I wasn't aware of that one. I'm definitely going to check
Yeah.
that one out.
We just started that, and in the first episode we talked about Nosferatu, where it's the 100th anniversary of the movie this year, and we talked about Tomb of Dracula #1. Super fun. And in addition to that, we host with our good friend Ray, Predator and Prey, a Yoja podcast.
P-Ray.
And we're covering the new Predator Marvel series, as well as some films and comics from the past, some new anthology books, stuff like that. Everything Predator related.
Yay.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown. Superior puss. I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
Speaking of Lilith Hellfire, where can people get a hold of you? Or are you yelling at dogs? Uh-oh. Did you have to go yell at the dogs?
Maybe.
Or do you not realize you're on mute?
Oops.
Well, I know she's all over social media.
At Lilith Hellfire on Twitter, at Lilith Hellfire 69 on TikTok, making all the comments and maybe some of the content. Come check me out. Sorry about that. I had to go yell at the dogs.
I knew it.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Okay, here you go, Justin.
Spread them out! Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
And of
What
course,
was the origin
look for us
of
on
the-
Salty and Patty.
What was the origin of the spread 'em out drop? What did
Who
that-
knows?
I can't remember.
Was I talking about Chris Evans? I
Whoa!
Chris Evans can get it all day, every day.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
That's an awfully big rod he's got there.
What am I talking about, Starman?
No, was it Chris Evans? I can't remember.
Joe Manganiello can get it.
He can bring his wife too. That's fine.
Hell.
Yeah, she can hold the camera.
I don't know whether to be excited or horny or both.
This, kids, is why I stopped drinking.
Hey, hey, this episode was very on brand. The Lunatics were in charge of the asylum, okay?
Yes, exactly.
All right, so yes, kids, come back for our interview with Cliff Chiang for about Catwoman Lonely City next week, and then again in 1 month, Justin will be here to start our Nightfall coverage, so... And again, you won't miss a beat. Justin is cut from the same cloth as Little Hellfire, so.
Psychic twins.
Exactly.
The cloth is purple velvet to
I would drape myself in velvet if it was socially acceptable. All right, kids. So yes, come back. Join us next time. Join us same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We're the night.
The Batman Podcast. And Vengeance is back from vacation, baby.
And it's multiplying.